Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the Martinsville Speedway here, Ridgeway, Virginia. We're excited for this one here tonight. It's going to be a great one tomorrow for the penultimate race of the season in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, qualifying here at the Martinsville Speedway, Ridgeway, Virginia, on a cold December night. Another little tradition we have, this race here at Martinsville, always the first Friday night in December, and that'll be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, when we run the 16th race of the season here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series for 2024. And a very, very critical race in terms of this championship fight. You got Blaine Keys with 18 points ahead of Leonard Kochmer and 20 points ahead of Nicholas Sambadio. And Blaine Keys last week at Chicagoland missed the Fast Six, and this is a racetrack, it being a short track, where qualifying means quite a bit to how well you finish. So Blaine's definitely going to have to kick it into gear here tonight if he wants to keep ahead of Kochmer and Sambadio. I'd almost argue that Sambadio has a better shot at getting the keys than Kochmer does. This is the kind of track that Sambadio does exceed at. Won at Iowa earlier this season, won the pole for Iowa earlier this season, and ended up getting his 30th career win on the channel. He actually took the points lead after that race, lost it at Road America. Blaine has held it since that Road America race 2 weeks ago. And now he's got 18 points on Kochmer and 20 points on Sambadio with 3 races left to go. Of course, next week's race is at Talladega, so that is a huge, huge race right there. Going to be very interesting to see how the championship picture ends up looking going into that penultimate race. Right now, Blaine Keys is 5th. It's Laura Chung in the number 4 with the fastest time. Then you have Philip Torres, Roberto Crown Jr. in the top 3. Of course, top 3 from each group advance onto the Fast 6, and then a single car runs from there. Still no improvement for Blaine Keys here in the 1 machine. Of course, he does tend to fake us out quite a bit. Sambadio has a clean racetrack ahead of him. That is good for the number 23. This is one of those racetracks you do not want to have somebody ahead of you right there. How about Matthew Burnett? Though he does not hold the tiebreaker on Brian Webb to make it into the Fast 6. Still a very good run for him. And there we go. There we go. I wasn't going to try to fake you all out this time around. I knew he was going to catch it up to speed here. 19.935. Under 20 seconds there for Blaine Keys. That is a very good time for our points leader, trying to make it into the Fast 6. He had a good starting position for tomorrow night's race. Eric Monaco up to second. He's under 20 seconds now. Andrew Williams is also under 20 seconds. This is one of those racetracks where it takes a while for the tires to warm up, especially with how cool it is here tonight. It's going to take a while for these guys to really get that speed. So Sambadio, though he is 9th right now, give him some time. He could end up competing with that time that Blaine Keys set. You got Staplin now in the top 3. Good run for Nathan Staplin, who won the pole here last year, I do believe. Either him or it was Orman, but he was up front in this race a year ago at the Martinsville Speedway. Blaine Keys still fastest, 19.766 for our championship leader. This is exactly what Blaine needs. You do not want to be going into Talladega with a small point lead. If you go into Talladega with a 30-point lead, you could actually clinch it at Talladega based on how wild it can be. But you got to be careful at that race. With that being the penultimate race of the season, it could definitely get dicey for our championship leader if he goes into next week's race with a slim margin. Not a good run for Sambadio. He is struggling out there in that 23 machine. Still has yet to crack the 22nd mark right there. 12th quickest for Nicholas Sambadio. That is not at all what he needs, especially with Blaine Keys where he is right now. And this 23 team, they just have not figured it out. They had a good race at Iowa, but since then, really hasn't been much to be writing home about for this team at Grattan Autosport. And it does not look like Sambadio is going to really get an opportunity as Blaine continues to improve his time out there. 19.687 now. Staplin is 2nd quickest, with Monaco there now in 3rd. Great run for Monaco. He's been really good on the short tracks in terms of qualifying. I feel like this has been more of a strong suit. Of course, got the win at Road America a couple weeks ago. It's not really been that bad of a season for Monaco. A lot better than what he had last season there with the same team. And keep in mind, he did not even have a reserve going into this season. Signed back up, ended up at the same team, and here he is, having a solid year. Race victory. He won the pole at the opening race of the season at Daytona. And he's looking to go for another pole here tonight at the Martinsville Speedway. Nicholas Sambidio in the 23 up to 10th. He has gone under 20 seconds right there, but nowhere near enough as these guys are sliding around now as the tires have really worn out for some of these drivers. So Eric Monaco just ripping it right to the outside wall of the exit there, and Sambidio's on the pit lane. He's done. He is calling in a night. A lot of these guys calling in a night right here. Those tires have just worn out completely through that run. So it's Blaine Keys, Nathan Stapleton, Eric Monaco, the top three here from Group A, looking to make it on. Go for the pole here in this Old Dominion 250. Good job there for Blaine Keys, rebounding after missing the Fast Six last week. Take a look there at the official results in Group A. Blaine Keys, Nathan Stapleton, Eric Monaco. All three of those drivers have made multiple Fast Six this season, and they're all going to be going for it again. Andrew Williams will start 7th. Jack Haas will start 9th. Brian Webb will start 11th. Justin Zeidel will start 13th. Lord Chung will actually start in the 15th position, and Philip Torres will start 17th. Nicholas Sambidio will start 19th. He is still on the inside lane, and it is a 63-lap race tomorrow, so it's not all done for him, but that has been the struggle for that team all season. The one time he did win the pole, he went on to win the race, but since then he has not been able to do good in qualifying at all. He'll be starting 19th tomorrow. Emily DeBenedetti, 21st. Roberto Grau Jr. will start 23rd. Aaron Abel will start 25th. Duncan Ward will start 27th. Corey Case will start 29th. Agar Barreto will start in the 31st position. Matthew Burnett will start in the 33rd position. And Matthew Huber, the next 7500 winner, will start 35th. It's been a while since I've done this. I haven't actually recorded anything in nearly 2 weeks, actually. It's been a long one for me. Been busy at work, haven't had the time, and I've lost the riz, All right, Blaine Keys, Nathan Stapleton, and Eric Monaco. That's the top three. They're on to the Fast Six. Let's see who joins them here from Group B. And here we go. Group B here from the Martinsville Speedway, and all eyes are going to be on Leonard Kochmer now. Will he be able to make the Fast Six and get a better starting position than Blaine Keys for tomorrow night's race? Nicholas Sambidio going to be starting 19th tomorrow. Kochmer is 18 points behind Blaine Keys, and realistically, if he keeps it within 20 going to Talladega, he still has a really good shot at winning the championship. Because Talladega is a huge wild card. We don't know what's going to happen to Blaine Keys in that race next week. Of course, then again, too, we felt the same way in the Wah Cup Series going into the Valvoline 400, and what did Blaine do? In that race, he won it. So, you just never know, but Talladega, of course, a huge wild card. This race is really a huge wild card. We tend to see some fresher faces up front, even late in the season in this one. Though I would argue that the three guys we did get from that first group are not really a surprise based on what we have seen this season. Blaine Keys, Nathan Stapleton, Eric Monaco have all won races this season. Stapleton, the only driver who's not won a pole yet this season of those three. Also, by the way, this is the first of the 2025 reskins that you're seeing this season. Huge thanks to Hair Gel for reskinning some of these tracks for next season in the Wah Cup Series. Very excited for that. We're still the same version of Martinsville that we've always used, so these guys really diving into the corner. We get some great racing here at the Paperclip under the lights. We love this track. And that's why we host a late season race here for these guys here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Thomas Troxel, it's been a tough season for Mr. Troxel this season, unfortunately. I say that he's 6th in points, but he's just not really had the speed the past few races, and he has not really been able to keep up with his teammate of Leonard Kochmer either. Speaking of which, Kochmer's not out there. I get their numbers confused sometimes. Troxel was up there. Kochmer is now 4th quickest. No, sorry. Kochmer's in the 39, and Troxel's in the 93. See, like I said, it's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded anything. I've forgotten everything. I've forgotten who drives what truck. Leonard, or should I say Ludovic Charette, in the 2, has already gone to the top of the board. And she's got a quick time. This track, I think, really suits Team Velocity very well. Very well. I think this team's going to find some speed tomorrow night. I think they might lock out the front row tonight. They are ready to get after it, not only in the race, but in for that owner's title as well. It's a very tight one between Evans Ross Racing and Team Velocity. And if Ludovic Charette can find her 2023 strength here in the Truck Series these last few races. There's a very good chance the Team Velocity will actually sneak by Evans Ross Racing and win the owner's title. Oh my goodness. That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, I was trying to get something up on my phone there, and I just dropped my phone on my keyboard. You know, we just don't have it tonight. We gotta get all the bugs out now for tomorrow's race. Leonard Kochmer is 8th right now. That is not where you want to be. LJ Semedo is 2nd, and Thomas Troxel is Fitzwater just massively slammed the outside wall. So these guys are just going for it a little too much, and Kochmer just went to 2nd in the 39. That is exactly what he needs. Exactly what he needs. Get into that fast 6, be close to Blaine Keys, or at least qualify higher than the 1 machine. And that is exactly what that 39 team needs. Troxel also with a solid run here in qualifying as well. So in terms of that owner's title, that's actually what I was trying to look up, was the owner's points. That's going to go a long way if Troxel can have a good starting position. Andrew Miller inside the top 6. He shot his shot. He shot his shot, yeah. He took a shot on Blaine Keys at the end of the Thanks 7500, saying that he was going to be very good next season in the Wall Cup Series there with Iranian Racing. We'll have to see about that, but he's backing it up a little bit. Just got knocked out by our last race winner, Rogel Dorn, right there in the 98 machine. Rogel there in the 3rd position. Still trying to pull up these owner's points to actually give an accurate reading on this one. Ludovic Shred is still clearly the fastest in this session. However, she does not have as solid of a run as what Blaine did in the 1st session. Kochmer could actually beat it, though that would not really mean anything in terms of the 6 drivers making it in, and Kochmer did, in fact, just beat it right there. Very good time for Leonard Kochmer. These guys are really getting squirrely off the exit of the corners here. It is a bit crazy here tonight. A little bit more than I anticipated. The same strength as what we had last year. And in terms of that owner's title, it is 5 points between Evans Ross Racing and Team Velostar. Everybody else is over 100 points behind in that owner's title, but Evans Ross Racing, Team Velostar, they're separated by 5 points, and Evan Ross Racing, they have the advantage coming into this one here in Martinsville. Troxel, however, slipping back down in the 8th position. That would be a 16th starting position, and he's got a lot of damage. A lot of guys have just overshot that corner here tonight, especially in the 2nd group. Rogel Dorn, Ludovic Charette, and Leonard Kochmer make it on. So America just got completely shut out of that top 3 there. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm doing everything in the wrong order. All right. Kochmer, Charette, and Rogel Dorn. That's the top 3. They're going to join Blaine Keys, Nathan Staplin, and Eric Monaco in the Fast 6. Andrew Miller will start 8th. Skep Silver will start 10th. Joe Rakowski will start 12th. LJ Semedo will start 14th. Thomas Troxel will start 16th. Jesse Turner will start 18th. Caleb Rose will start 20th. Bryce Egan will start 22nd. Logan Williams will start 24th. Zachary Fitzwater will start 26th. Bruno Diacomo will start 28th. Christian Vargas will start 30th. Avery Alford will start 32nd. Derek Hamill will start 34th. And Jeffrey Finguy will start in the last row there in 36th. Let's go ahead and see who wins the poll. Let's get to the Fast 6 here from the Martinsville Speedway. And we pick up right where we left off from last week's qualifying. Rogel Dorn won the pole at Chicagoland last week, went on to win that race, is now 4th in the championship standings. And if things get really wacky up front, could have an opportunity at the championship. Here's his lap right here. Gonna minimize there, 64 miles per hour. I go faster on Route 1 than that. This is a slow track through the corners, but a very technical one at that. Oh boy, 66 there is a minimum there for Rogel Dorn, and across the line for the 98 machine, gonna be a 20.272 for the first lap here in the Fast 6 shootout. And Eric Monaco next in line here in the number 28 machine. Got the win 2 weeks ago at Road America. Looking to maybe get a 2nd win of the season. How about this for this team? They have definitely been late bloomers, but they have had a pretty strong run as of late. Gonna minimize there, 64 again feel like a lot of these times are going to be pretty close to each other, and it's going to be hard to get a fast lap because those tires have not warmed up. So we'll see what Monaco can do right here. Going to minimize 66. I think Roval's going to be a bit faster here than Monaco's going to be, and across the line, Eric Monaco goes 20.348. So that is second of the two drivers so far here in the Fast 6. And Ludovic Charette, next driver out in the line. It's been a while since she's gone for a pole this season. Has not quite had the season that she was hoping for here in the Truck Series, but an opportunity to get her second win of the season if she can get a good qualifying lap in here and maybe help her team owner Matt Tuck get an owner's title, minimizing at 65. That's pretty good speed right there. Of course, you don't want to wash it up too much either. You want to keep the speed as low as you can on the racetrack. This might be splitting between Monaco and Rogaldorn right here. Nope, it's not. It's to the top of the board. 20.109 for Ludovic Charette. Much faster than the other two drivers here. And Ludovic currently fastest here in the Fast 6. And here we go for Nathan Stapleton. Two-time winner of the season at Dover and Pocono earlier in November. Now we enter the last month of the season. Only 3 races remain. Stapleton looking to get his third win of the season. Still so far, only Blaine Keys has won 3 times this year. Stapleton and Rogaldorn both have opportunities at getting win number 3 tomorrow night. Coming through turns 3 and 4 for Stapleton. He's really wide. That ain't gonna try to get some speed there. He tapped the wall though, a bit too much there, and that's gonna slow him down. He'll be 4th quickest of the 4 so far here in the Fast 6, 20.509. And here we go. Probably the biggest run of the night. This and the next one. Leonard Kochmer in the 39. 18 points behind Blaine Keys. Trying to win the pole. If he does win the pole, that'll be an extra point. It'll be 17 going into tomorrow night's race. And, of course, he gets to start first. So we'll see what he can do right here. How good will the truck be? Minimizing 64, just a little bit right there. But very tight radius there through the corner. The thing about this racetrack, it's very easy to overdrive it into the corner. That's what Stapleton did on his run. Kochmer doing a fair job right there. This might be close with Ludovic's time across the line. Oh no. He got the computer error message there. 20.404 for Leonard Kochmer. I think he did wash it up a little too much there in turns 3 and 4. And here we go for Blaine Keys in the 1 machine. The points leader by 18 points on Leonard Kochmer. And odds are he's going to qualify ahead of the 39 here. Everybody so far, they've been in a different bracket in terms of the temps. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by that logic, Blaine Keys will probably have a 0 in front of his decimal point right there, or behind his decimal point, I should say. We'll see, though. Blaine's definitely the kind of driver that can get to Ludovic here. Don't know if he's going to quite have it. He washed it up a little bit right there. It's not going to be enough. Ludovic Charette has won the pole for the Old Dominion 250. Blaine Keys will start 3rd for tomorrow night's race here at the Martinsville Speedway. Alright, and there you have it. Starting lineup for tomorrow night's Old Dominion 250 here from the Martinsville Speedway. Very, very fascinating there with Blaine Keys starting 3rd and Kochmer being right behind him. So Leonard has a very good opportunity to actually finishing ahead of Blaine Keys, closing in, going into Talladega. Kochmer might sneak this one away. It's going to be tight. But we do know Ludovic Charette has won the pole for the Old Dominion 250, so she'll start on the front row there, alongside Rogaldorn. Blaine Keys and Eric Monaco will make up row number 2. Leonard Kochmer, Nathan Stapleton in row number 3. Andrew Williams and Andrew Miller, the row of Andrews, in row number 4. Jack Haas and Skep Silver, teammates of Parker Davis there in row 5. Brian Webb, Joe Rutkowski, row 6. Justin Zaidel, LJ Sametto in row 7. Philip Torres, and Laura Chung is actually going to be alongside Thomas Troxel in row 8, and then Philip Torres alongside Jesse Turner in row 9. Nicholas Samedeo and Caleb Rose in row 10, Emily DeBenedetti and Bryce Egan in row 11, Roberto Crown Jr. and Logan Williams in row 12, Aaron Abel and Zachary Fitzwater in row 13, Duncan Ward and Bruno Diacmo in row 14, Corey Case and Christian Vargas in row 15, Igor Barreto and Avery Alford in row 16, Matthew Burnett and Derek Campbell in row 17, Matthew Hubert and Jeffrey Finguy in the final row. That is how the lineup for tomorrow night's race. 63 laps here from the Martinsville Speedway. Only 3 races remain. Will Kochmer close in on keys going into Talladega? That is the big question. You'll find out tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on AG the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Congratulations to Ludovic Charette on winning the pole here from the Martinsville Speedway. And I will see you guys later.